Alrighty, welcome back for Genesis chapter 14. Here we go. We just read about how Abram and Lot had to separate themselves because their herdsmen were getting in trouble. They were fighting over the land, and so they're like, let's just separate and everything will be better. Sometimes you got to separate to make things better. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, the king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, and Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zor. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years they searched Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephims, and the Ashtaroths, Canarim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in the Shaviv Kerethium, and the Horites in their Mount Seir, unto El-Paran, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to En-Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites, and dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela. The same is Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim, with Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with the Tidal king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their victuals, and went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's wife, Abram's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came out one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, and the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and the brother of Aner, and there was confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and the kings that were with him at the valley of Sheveh, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him, and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thine hand. And he gave him tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a sandal latch, that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldst say, I have made Abram rich, save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. Wow. So Abram, very committed to the Lord, was talking about how he found out that these kings took Lot and his possessions, and with 318 trained assassin soldiers, probably knew Krav Maga and stuff like that, he went and took down the kings and got Lot back. That's favor. I mean, because this was, I think it was 5 kings against Abram, and he went in during the night and just massacred and got Lot and his people back. And then he told Sodom the icing on top was that he goes, I'm not going to take a thing from you so that you can't say that you made me great. My God makes me great. You know, I had a funny situation where that happened. I'm just looking at my time. I don't know what happened. Something maybe disturbed it in the middle, or then it kept recording. I had something funny that happened back in the day when I was working for my buddy, my mentor, Tom Vance, who's now passed on. He told me, I want you to take this sledgehammer and break up that concrete. And I want you to do it this way, and it's going to take you this amount of time, and that's it. And then he left. And so I was working on the project, and some other guys from another site, from another company, came over, and they started giving me a hassle that I was breaking up the concrete with the sledgehammer. And when they had a rotary hammer, and they had a jackhammer. And I was like, then they started talking, crap about my mentor, Tom. And they were like, yeah, he sends his guys out here with little to no tools and not enough this and that. And I was like, you know what? Take your tools back. I would rather do it the way that my mentor wants me to do it than have you be talking trash about him. And I was like, I got it covered. My guy Tom, he wants me to do it this way with this specifications, and break up the concrete in this manner and pick it up in this manner and put it in there, and so that's how I'm going to do it. And I don't know, it felt good to stand up for my friend, my buddy Tom, that my mentor that had taken me under his wing, So it's good to stand up for those that need it. Stand up for those that need it. That's my message for this chapter. Peace.